Hi, Xinyan. Are we interrupting?
Woman of the hour. We were just talking about...
Beta was saying you and I should get ourselves on board sometime. Says the whole crew's been asking for us.
Sheep tunes are well loved. Tunes are the tune steps up to find still so often as we could.
Seems like you three go way back. Oh, we really do. Beto and Xinyan are two of my oldest customers, and I've helped out in the kitchen on board Beto's ship in the past. Recently, Xinyan's been planning to do a show on board, too.
That's the plan. Good music's meant for sharing. You guys should check it out some.
Will do. But I came here today because I made it into the Masterful Chef's finals, and I was just trying out some new dishes to bring to the competition. Can you have a little taste and give me some...
Sure, beats drinking on an empty stomach.
Oh, about time. I'm starving over here. Let's see what you got. Oh, man. This chicken foo young's tasting awesome.
Oh, this food is too good for me to be soaking up the alcohol with.
These three seem to have a great time with each other.
The only thing is you've got 3 dishes here. Chicken foo young, come and get it, and crystal shrimp, and they all taste kind of refreshing.
Is refreshing really...
When you spend all your time at sea, you don't have a lot of choice when it comes to food. Especially on the longer voyages, where you've got to stretch out your rations as far as you can. First thing you want to do when you get back on dry land is dig into a nice hot meal that's swimming in oil and has a ton of
That's the exact opposite of Ningguang's taste.
Oh, sure is. Beto's tastes are pretty similar to mine and Xiangling's.
Ugh, Ningguang. I am sick of hearing that name. Our tastes couldn't be more different. You'll never find us eating the same
But last time when you were chatting with her, Paimon thought you two seemed...
We're evenly matched. Guess that makes us equals. But I'm sorry, limp cabbage leaves are never gonna do it for me.
Oh, I hear ya. Steamed cabbage and broth might be upper class and look fancy and all, but man, is it boring! It's never gonna give you that flavor explosion you get with some of the other dishes.
So, Xinyan, are these dishes too mild for you too?
Well, not so much mild. I just think you maybe missed a beat somewhere.
Exactly. This is some fine cooking, no question about that. But if this is for a competition, it needs more... oomph.
Beat? Oomph? Beat? And
Beat, yeah. You know what a beat is. I only know music, though. I'm nowhere near your level when it comes to cooking, so don't mind me if it doesn't make much sense.
No, you're both completely right. I actually thought as much while I was cooking them. Even though this was a brand new combination, it still felt like I was missing that one thing that'll seal the deal. You know, really push it over the finish line. Seems like she's found her muse. Does that mean music theory is compatible with cooking? Hey! Paimon didn't quite get the implication, but Paimon can tell when you're being a meanie. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Great! So this went really well.
Don't hold back, just get out there and do your thing. You're a pro, Xiangling, and you've totally got this. Hands down best chef in Liyue Harbor. Ain't that right?
Well, I think so anyway. More than any other chef. And there ain't a whole lot of people I'd be willing to say that about.
I'll do my best.
All right, we'll leave you to it. I'm gonna take Xinyan on board for a while.
Xiangling, this taste. You sure that won't be a problem? That's a good point. Beto likes her greasy stir-fries, and Xinyan can really handle her spice. Yeah, we should get another opinion. Now, who do we know whose tastes are on the mild side? Traveler? Any suggestions? Who? Oh, right! Makes sense! So, back to Wangshu who? Oh, someone you just missed last time we were there. Huh? Oh, We just need to speak his name. Will he definitely hear us saying his name, though?
Is this Xiao? Xiao.
Okay, let's take turns shouting his name. Uh-huh. Do I need to do the... Paimon's going first. Ahem. Xiao!
Do it.
Nothing... let me try again. Xiao! That's weird. Does he know... Oh, wait, so let me get this straight. Well, not both, actually. Oh, right. Well, you should be the one to try it then. Paimon clearly just doesn't want to feel left out. Okay, then.
You called?
Whoa! He actually came!
You spoke my name, did you not? When I make you a promise, I will honor it.
Blink of an eye and poof! He's there! That's how you know he's an Adeptus? Xiao, was it? Hi there. It was me who asked the Traveler to call you here. My name's Xiao. I've made it into the finals of this year's Masterful Chefs, and I'm testing some dishes out in preparation. I'm trying to get feedback from customers with all different
Customers. And that includes...
Uh-huh. The Traveler says you prefer mild food. Just the kind of person I'm looking for. If you don't mind, I'd like...
Since it's you, I will do it.
Yay! How is it? Are you sure you can eat it? Don't force your...
Tastes pretty good.
Huh? I can't believe it. An Adeptus says he likes my cooking. If my dad was...
You excel in the culinary arts. I'm reminded of another chef I know. That chef cooks dishes with soul, as do you. Both of you are masters of your craft.
Who do you think he means? Smiley Yen chef?
If I had to find fault with something, the two sides are a little strong for my taste. Some minor adjustments would take this dish from excellence to perfection. Just my own opinion. Do not fixate on it. Take it or leave it as you see fit.
Alright, go easy on the sides. Thank you, Adeptus friend. It was really great to meet.
I'll be leaving now. See you next time.
Paimon still can't believe he actually... So, what would happen if we called his name again now? Do you think he'd come back right away? Only kinda, maybe, not really joking. Jeez. Good news. After 2 rounds of taste testing, great! Lucky we picked the right people to... I better head back and try this out a few times while it's fresh. Oh, and the final is in Yujing Terrace. You better come... Will do! Good luck! You bet! Sure hope Xiangling... She's in the zone, talking away to herself. Julienne chili chicken, triple layered consomme, crystal shrimp. Are those the dishes she's gonna cook? Okay, now wait, can you actually cook all of those? Or is Paimon just assuming that because we eat them all the time? How about we see if they sell recipes around?
Tasty
As expected of my daughter, your culinary skills are getting better and better still.
Is it time for some Moonchase specialties?
Great! That's all the recipes! As long as we've got the ingredients, we can make them whenever we want! And if it...
10, 14, 10, 14. Oh dang, I messed up. Oh fuck. My dumbass.
Onwards. We have work to do.
Let's head to the competition venue. It should be starting soon. Ooh, Paimon's so excited!
Genshin.
Welcome, everyone, to the Masterful Chef's Final. At the appointment of this organizing committee, I am your host and officiator, Yanfei.
Hey, Yanfei's here!
This event is brought to you by the Liyue Qixing in collaboration with a number of participating enterprises. We saw many contestants from all over Liyue in the selections process, and all of them were outstanding chefs in their own right. Of those, the 2 strongest participants were put through to today's finals. In just a few short moments, the finals will take place right here before your very eyes. As the officiator, it is my honor and privilege to represent the organizing committee and indeed the people of Liyue in overseeing today's proceedings. Next, please allow me to introduce the judges. There will be a select panel and an audience panel. The 3 members of the select panel are the Tianquan, Lady Ningguang, the Yuheng, Lady Keqing, and last but not least, gourmet connoisseur, Uncle Tian. In addition to these 3, 10 judges will be chosen from among the audience to sample our contestants' dishes and cast. That makes a total of 13 judges with 13 votes between them. Each judge will vote for their preferred finalist, and the one who receives the most votes will be...
It's all so exciting!
And now, please join me in welcoming our 2 contestants into the arena. Come on up. To my left, a competition favorite down from Dihua. Life's harsh when you live on a marsh.
Hi, everyone.
Whoa! Yanxiao made it into the finals too! But what's up with him? Yanxiao! Chin up! Shoulders back! Everyone from the inn is super proud!
Huh? Oh.
And to my right, a stalwart of Liyue Harbor culinary scene, a little feisty with a whole lot of spicy. Give it up for Xiangling! And her mysterious assistant, who knows who?
Paimon knows! It's Guoba! Hey, everybody! I'll do my best!
Contestants, please repeat after me. As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly swear to commit myself fully, compete fairly, and abide by all...
As a finalist in Masterful Chefs,
As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly swear to commit myself fully, compete fairly, and abide by all
And I, for my part, promise to uphold the principles of fairness, impartiality, and transparency. Now, I will hand things over to the select panel judge, Ningguang, for...
Thank you all for being here today at the Masterful Chef's Finals. I am the Tianquan Ningguang. The organizers have chosen the theme for today's event, and that theme is of Earth and Waterborn.
Of Earth and Waterborn. Just like the Feast of Bounteous Land. It really captures the spirit. It's like surf and turf, but the deep and meaningful version.
The rules are simple. The one who receives the most votes wins. Tailor your dishes to the judges' preferences. Well then,
Contestants will have 1 hour of cooking time available and may only use ingredients provided by the organizers in their dishes. Okay, without further ado, let the cooking commence.
Time to pull out all the stops. Show everyone why you're the best. Traveler, Paimon. Thanks for coming to support me. Don't you worry. I'm gonna make this the best day. Light it up! Light it up! First things first, get the stove on.
Where's the stove? Oh.
Boba, get them! Xiao thought the side should be milder, which makes sense to contrast with the main dish. I guess that's what Xinyan...
Crystal shrimp. Alright. Crystal shrimp. Where the fuck is the crystal? Oh, there it is.
Triple-layered consomme is pretty bland to begin with. I can't have two sides with the same texture. Luckily, the organizers have...
Oh, there it is.
Jueyun chili chicken is the main event. Can't afford to compromise too much here, but maybe some pepper will set it apart without alienating anybody. Huh? Oh, Yanxiao. He doesn't look so good. Ah, Guava!
Whoa, what's this? Hold up. Things are taking an Xiangling's mysterious assistant appears to be aiding her opponent. Judges, We knew in advance that Xiangling would be accompanied by a mysterious assistant, and the judges agreed that the two could be classed as one individual for the purposes of the competition.
I take no issue with it. In any case, the assistant hasn't done much in the way of
No competition would be complete without a little drama. All a part of being...
Please allow me to explain to our host. Prior to the competition, the judges reviewed both contestants, and we can comfortably confirm that neither side is participating in a way that contravenes the competition. Xiangling is a highly accomplished chef, and her assistant is more like family to her. Xiangling prepares all of her own dishes herself. All that her assistant will do is occasionally provide a fire source. Given Xiangling's level of culinary skill, the difference between her using firewood or her assistant is a trivial one. I appreciate everyone's concerns. The presence of a mysterious assistant performing strange dance moves to cheerlead for Xiangling is a little unexpected. But the mysterious assistant has now started cheerleading for Smiley Yanxiao too, demonstrating total impartiality. By encouraging both Xiangling and her opponent, they have proven to be a fair...
That's right! Boba's not really outside help. Boba just likes to watch people cook. I'm sure the only reason they went over there is to try to help Yanxiao feel less nervous. I give you all my word. Boba will not I say that as someone who's eaten Yanxiao's cooking at Wang Shuwen before.
I see.
I have no objections. It's an honor.
The judges and the officiator accept this explanation.
Yanxiao, are you alright?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I've never been so nervous in my life. Look, my hands won't stop
Take it easy. I've been there before. I can help. Try saying a tongue twister to yourself in your head. Or think of happy memories about your dad.
Why my dad? That's a bit specific.
Because that's what I do.
I guess I'll think of my mom then. Anyway, you should...
Nothing's being held up.
Huh? Oh, right. Then I need to focus...
There you go. That's the attitude we want.
Yes. You're right. I can do this. Thank you, Xiangling. And thanks to your... well, thanks. Time for me to get cooking.
Time's up! Both contestants have now finished cooking. I would like to invite them to present their dishes to the judges for evaluation. We will proceed in the order that the contestants finished. Xiangling, please describe your dish.
My dish is Jiyun chili chicken with sides of triple-layered consomme and crystal shrimp. The theme is of earth and waterborne, which includes land and sea. In other words, land animals, fowl, and seafood are all potential ingredients. My main dish, Jiyun chili chicken, is a combination of fowl and chilies. Jiyun chilies capture the essence of the mountains where they grow, and fowl is a gift from the heavens. Triple-layered consomme also uses fowl, and its other ingredients are ham and bamboo shoots. These are also flavors from the mountains, but they complement and contrast with the chicken dish, fresh instead of spicy, cold instead of hot. The crystal shrimp is made from a combination of rice, shrimp meat, and carrot. A thin, translucent skin wraps diced carrot and a whole shrimp, fresh, crispy, and tender. Shrimps are a gift from the ocean. Tightly wrapping them in a skin made from rice makes...
Ooh, a strong delivery there for...
My dish is Adeptus Temptation with a mint salad and golden shrimp balls. As Xiangling says, earth and water meet Adeptus Temp... It's a complex... The mint salad, golden shrimp balls is a time-honored classic loved by everyone. A hearty and wholesome broth.
Paimon can smell it from all the way over...
Judges, please...
Very impressive. Both contestants' dishes are well considered, expertly made, and truly delicious. I'm gonna have another golden shrimp. I shall have to sample both contestants' dishes once more before I can reach a verdict.
Now, Xiangling has taken an interesting approach here. She's chosen a cold dish as her main. I have to say, that's a bold move. It's also a unique take on Jiyun chili chicken. Although the dish as a whole is served cold, the chili peppers have been stir-fried, so they're still just a little warm on the inside.
This Adeptus Temptation is quite exceptional. The triple-layer consomme is also a very superlative contribution. Excellent flavor, well balanced between sweet and savory.
Judges of the select panel, I will now ask you also. The organizing committee has selected today's audience judges, and they are now evaluating the dishes.
How are we not involved in this? Why didn't they pick us? Paimon has buckets of passion and oodles of expertise when it comes to food. If they don't want Paimon, it's their Yippee! For all the chefs there are in the world, and for all the amazing dishes they can cook, the fact remains that you're the one who treats Paimon the best.
Thank you all for waiting. All votes have been received. I now invite Ningguang to take the floor and announce the results of the Masterful Chef's finals.
It is my pleasure to announce that the by a mere 1 vote margin, Xiangling!
Let's go! I won.
What? How is it so close?
Well, there it is.
It was a close contest, but we have a winner. There can only be one winner, but the fact that this was so close shows just how much both of these outstanding... A big thank you to all the audience for being here today.
Thank you all for coming.
I'll be
Until
back.
next
I'm
time.
hungry.
Please exit the venue in an orderly fashion, and remember to take all of your personal belongings with you.
Come on, let's go over and take a look.
Looks like I won this time, Yen Xiao. But
Sure. I'll have a try of yours, too. Truly exquisite. No doubt in my mind why you're the winner here.
This Adeptus Temptation is really good. It's so fresh, I'm almost moved to tears.
Well, just goes to show that you have a taste for the finer things in life.
No, you've got me all wrong. We're just a small neighborhood restaurant too, so I totally understand. Food is life, and customers are at the heart of all food culture.
Is that right? Huh. I'd heard you'd gotten famous for your experimental approach to cooking and were all about fancy and exclusive foods. Never...
The same goes for you. You can't work in an inn kitchen unless you know how to consistently please customers. It's no wonder your food is so top-notch.
You're the kind of competition I'm glad to have. Let's stay in touch. Maybe we can find some time in the future to trade tips.
You got it. And next time we meet as competitors, let's both be even better than we are now.
All right. Deal.
Traveler, Paimon! Thanks for coming. Did you get to try the food? Don't even go there. Paimon's still peeved. I can't believe it. You didn't get picked? Well, never mind. Don't get mad. You will? Oh, the organizer said that Yen Xiao and I need to go register our delivery addresses. Apparently, they're gonna deliver an exclusive ingredients package and the prize money at a later date. So I'll come find you guys after. Xiangling seems really happy. Looks like Kuching and Ningguang left already. Kuching, there you are.
Oh, you found me.
Huh? Is everything okay?
Traveler, I have found myself in something of a predicament. In the competition, I voted for Smiley Yenshao.
So you're frustrated because you can't go back and vote for Xiangling and...
No, that's not it. As a judge, I had a duty to remain objective. I made my decision after thinking about it very carefully. Xiangling is my friend. So by rights, I should be honest with her about that. But, as you know, I voted based purely on my personal opinion. As a contestant, Xiangling may not be able to appreciate this. And I do not know how to deal with people of her temperament. I just don't know how to break it.
It's no big deal. Just say it however comes naturally. Xiangling of all people isn't bothered about that kind of... Oh, hey! Here you are! I've been...
Xiangling, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
My grandfather always said to me, in contests of food, always follow your heart. Which is to say that in gastronomic... Of course, that was just my grandfather's opinion. So, despite the fact that I am your friend... well, maybe it was. I like golden shrimp balls. Is that a problem?
You were acting so serious that I honestly thought something was up. It's fine. Doesn't...
Huh?
You voted for who you... So, you made a point of telling me. Is that because you were worried that it made you a bad friend? Didn't I say already? I love this about you. You're just so conscientious about everything. Half-baked. Seeking reassurance is what... You have a strong sense of responsibility, Kuching. But you know, You know that's what Ning... So you see, Ninglong's kind of bold in that she doesn't let her identity and reputation get in the way of her ability to have a good time.
Traveler. Xiangling. Anyway, what are we standing around here for? Let's go and check on the status of the stove gods.
Oh, yeah!
The egg, where's the egg? I keep pressing square.
How strange. It hasn't changed one bit. This doesn't make any sense. Wait, does this mean the competition wasn't enough to awaken the statue?
Oh well. I suppose it was simply...
Yeah! We've waited this long already, right, Xiangling? Yup, there's... On another note, I have some... Master came by before the competition and filled in the parts that were missing. So now, in fact, I'll go find somewhere to...
Xiangling.
Oh, huh? You only just beat Smiley Yanqiao! You think you're up for challenging us all? Obviously not what I meant. You collect recipes, don't you? I thought you'd probably be needing this dish during your travels, so I figured I'd Oh! Right! Paimon knew that. Huh? Jeez! Careful eating your words so fast. You'll give yourself heartburn.
What are you staring at me for? Go on. Go get on with your...
Things are going a little too smoothly today.
The Traveler and I made one each. Here, have a tasteful...
Thank you.
What is it? What is that face?
This flavor... I've tasted... apologies, Xiangling, Traveler. Thank you both. This is everything. It tastes wonderful and... quite amazingly. Somehow it took me right back to my childhood.
Really? That's awesome! I didn't have a chance to fully explain before. In fact, when Master had filled in the missing parts of the recipe for me, I realized that I already knew how to make... Oh, you mean... Huh? My dad taught me how to— Wait! But isn't this dish from Kuching's grandpa's note?
About that. I do not believe that this recipe was my grandfather was a well-known real estate tycoon in Liyue, and also a scholar. He was an avid collector of old books and was quite knowledgeable, and as a child, I used to spend a lot of time with him in his study. We'd read the classics together. He used to say, books are just a bridge that bring us a little closer to history. It's up to those of us in later generations to ask these questions, search for the answers, and decide what they— Since then, my grandfather has passed on, and I've grown up to become a Chising. My views on Rex Lapis have changed in this time too, from myth to reality. For me, the name Rex Lapis is inextricably wound up with memories of my grandfather. As I said earlier, this recipe came from those same notes. It's an ancient dish that— Still, each time he tried cooking it, he'd always get me to have a taste while it was still warm.
Ancient dish? Are cornbread buns really that? Well, at least in my family it is. My dad learned how to make it from his dad, and supposedly it's been passed down that way for generations. We call them chili mince cornbread buns. They're a traditional folk food snack, easy to pack up and take with you on the road. So they're the perfect thing to eat on the go. Seeing Guoba just reminded me of something. I actually made this dish on the day I first met Guoba.
How did you first meet?
It was in a cave in the mountains. I ducked inside to get out of the rain and saw an offering table in there, so I put the cornbread buns I brought with me on it. Then I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up, I found out that Guoba had eaten every last one. Guoba followed me around ever since. We're practically family now. Hold up! Stop the conversation! Look! The stone! It burst open!
No way.
It's... Guoba? What are you... Mother?
Ah, I see the chili mince cornbread buns have been served.
Master! Granny! Look! The stove got...
Oh, indeed it does. After all, Guoba is the deity you've been searching for. God of the stove.
Guoba is a god?
You asked me if a
He's so
sufficiently
confused.
festive atmosphere
He's
would be enough
flabbergasted,
to
like,
reawaken
what?
the stove
Holy
god.
shit, I'm a deity.
And my answer is this. The stove god has always been a deity with great affection for the people, and who acts in response to their desires. To him, the heart's passions and the heart's desires are not the same thing. Passion can be a technique, a skill. Some masterful chefs is wonderfully exciting, but it is more an exercise of passion. But just now, when Kuching ate this dish he had longed for, a deeply held desire was fulfilled, as well as the enormous power unleashed by the fulfillment of this desire resonated with the stove god's statue, and caused it to... Of course, the stove god himself is not contained within the statue. The true stove god has been here with us all along. How does it feel, seeing a statue of yourself from your glory days? Look at him. Still so majestic.
Glory days? Wait, what happened? Did Guoba used to be different from now?
Oh, yes. Back in his day, your Guoba was once the patron god of the soil. But all the wisdom and power he had then, he has since surrendered to the soil.
A god surrendering their power to the soil. I have heard this term.
The kinds of trials and tribulations that a land can face are far more. The threat of disaster will never fully disappear from Liyue. Even he once walked with you over the barren plains until you arrived at last at the harbor. He joined you in building your dwellings and lighting the stoves. It was his hand that lit the very first street lamp of Liyue and brought the aroma of cooked food into every household in the land. You mortals no longer remember him, but back in the age when you did, He was the closest of all the Adepti to the common folk. Marchosius, god of the stove, born from a spark when stone struck stone. He was a god with a great love for humanity and their well-being. Millennia ago, the people sought to expand their city. They built a dwelling on the plains and called it the Gweli Assembly. The stove god cared greatly for the people, turning himself into minions who went into every home, fostering food and solidarity alike. Alas, their home was taken by a flood. The waters ravaged the Gweli Assembly and forced the people back south to Liyue Harbor. Though the distance was not far, the journey was plagued by a terrible storm. For a dozen days, the Adepti stayed by their side. During this time, the stove god cooked an ancient delicacy, flatbread with a meat sauce to stave off the cold and damp, fit for those on the move. Centuries later, disaster and plague arose once more. The stove god would appear no longer, for he placed all of his power into the land itself to quell the calamities. His power expended, and his wits greatly reduced. Thus his body decreased in size. By the time he parted ways with us, he wasn't even the height of a human. He told Rex Lapis and I of the dishes that bring joy and of the secrets of the flame, then went into the mountains and entered into a long slumber. The stove god departed, and Guoba was born. When he awoke, he ate the Chiliman's cornbread buns placed on the offering table by a young lady in yellow. Though he did not remember the past, he was profoundly moved and decided to follow this young lady thereafter. The stove god had quietly disappeared, but the vendors rose early to hawk their wares. People went out to buy goods, lit their stoves, and cooked food, just as they had done every day for as long as they could remember. In Liyue, things have always been this way.
Raise the heart.
Nature provides, the mountains rejoice. We are blessed by heaven's great grace.
Who's that?
Years have gone by. The world has transformed, but our way of life survives.
Fame and fortune is only a season. It is the moment that we should embrace.
Past meets present. Heritage becomes legacy. Long into the future may we thrive.
You once told me that dining is the profoundest of customs in the human world. To eat well is to consume vitality itself, and to drink well is to partake of the very essence of the world. It is a matter of paramount importance, you said, for people cannot face the arduous journey ahead on an empty stomach. A humble meal of maize and my dear friend, Liyue has changed so much while you have slept. Looking at the prosperity and beauty around us today.
Guoba, this is kind of a huge deal. Why didn't you say anything?
He is not who he once was. Even the power of speech evades him now. There is no way he could have told you.
Oh.
Guoba, but...
Xiangling.
Do not be saddened, Xiangling. There are two sides to everything. Guoba may have lost many of his formal faculties, but he is now as carefree as can be, without a single worry in the whole world. In this world we inhabit, who can truly be said to live a life free of all woes. Those with a mind and with the knowledge will certainly be troubled by all manner of things, but he has gone further than us in his journey. He had both wisdom and courage. Everything he took upon himself, he was also ready to part with. His care, so since you are his friend, take good care of him. Go out to walk and play, allow him to eat, drink, and be merry.
I will! You can...
Xiangling, you have an adeptal affinity. Guoba follows you around because he has respect for... The moment he awoke, he was met with the familiar flavor in the chili mince cornbread buns he ate. After all that time, he still recognized the dish he had invented, and he approved of you as the one who had cooked it.
That's right. The taste of one's home cuisine always brings back memories of home.
You may be the first person in history to give the stove god the experience of being a satisfied customer. That makes you quite a remark...
If that's true, I couldn't be happier, because putting a smile on customers...
Well then, it's getting late and I still have things to do. Traveler, Paimon, Xiangling, thank you all very much. I look forward to spending more time together in the future.
I guess my dad's probably heard the good news already, but I should still go catch up with him. Master, it's been a while since you came by. Why don't you join me? He thinks about you all the time, you know. He's always telling me to invite you over.
Oh, goodness me. Then, far be it from me to refuse. Off we go, then. Let's saunter over gently and see how old the city...
Oh no! Guoba's taken off!
Oh, it's you. Hello there, old friend.
Oh, bless my soul.
Given the season, it felt fitting to take a leisurely walk while the...
Quite right. And it also gave us the chance to run into you. Guoba may not recognize you, but as ever, he seems quite delighted to see...
So, Guoba doesn't remember anything, but can still feel when something's familiar?
Friendship will always withstand the ravages of time. Traveler, what do you think of the name of this festival? Moon Chase. The moon is a carrier of countless emotions. So many things only seem to surface as we gaze up beneath its point. Fond memories of those no longer with us. Debts of gratitude to old friends. The meaning of ages past and gone. All wrapped up in the city that has existed for so many moons to date. All these things and more. They are why people chase.
In old age, the sight of many things puts one in a wistful mood. But children are always a beautiful sight to such exuberant life force. It seems to well up, traveler. This Moon Chase Festival has been all the more entertaining with you here to witness. Now, let's have Xiangling brew us a nice...
Everyone's here to eat. What should I cook? Let me think.
Is it time for some special?